Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak yet again. And so, yeah. If you're probably thinking that the notepad is coming back, then well, you'd be correctamundo, everybody. Because the thing is, I'm still quite a long way from finishing up the first season. Yeah. 752 episodes is a pretty complex process at this point. And I'd just like to say that with all the creativity I was able to come up with, I feel like that I'm going to have more than enough episodes. And I'll probably be able to carry on throughout the entirety of Season 2 without any problems. But until that happens, I still got Season 1 to finish. So, judging by the notepad here that I've talked a lot about already, because it seems to be one of the only things that I have right now that harbors as many subjects for HJN as possible, let's see what we got here. Okay, next up is reality. So, reality is, simply put, something I really like. Because there are dozens of shows out there that pretty much encompass in terms of how entertaining real life can possibly be. They are just shows, and no doubt they are in fact just staged things in life, but I'm telling you, the many programs out there that I've come to know, like That 70s Show, The King of Queens, Kevin Can Wait, Last Man Standing, Young Sheldon, and much more. I mean, it's programs like those that really seem to make my day of all sorts of goodness that I could ever possibly find. I do watch so many of these different programs, but I can't really say they're all some of the best that might have ever had the irony of coming across, because as one might have guessed at some point, if you were in fact someone who has watched my channel for years, then you probably would have known that, well, most of my content is in fact inspired from not necessarily actual reality shows that we've had on television for decades, but much rather from the likes of certain content creators that we have on YouTube itself. Hot Wheels Hilarity, as a matter of fact, is pretty much just an inspiration and the brainchild of myself, taken from Race Grooves' Track Time series of videos that involve Hot Wheels cars being tested out on different layouts. Hot Wheels Hilarity is in fact able to distinguish itself if you pay close attention to it. Because while I may in fact utilize different techniques and patented things that take place in the Track Time episodes, then well, Hot Wheels Hilarity, on the other hand, does seem to have a lot of distinguishments. Mainly for the types of cars that they use, mainly for the type of layouts that I construct for the cars to run down, mainly for the run times, most of the time that is. Because it's somewhat debatable for me how long can I make my episodes usually. And the most important thing is how the process goes, from introduction to the action that takes place, and then to the conclusion of the entire episode itself. Of each and every one that I've made so far, as there are in fact more than 100 HWH episodes, and counting, with an upcoming Season 5 that I'll have on January 1st, 2021, I guess it just goes to show that, well, the reality of it is that we are in fact going to be in for a lot of entertainment along us. Alongside the many different programs that currently exist, I mean, reality as a whole still proves to be a pretty recognizable trait in pop culture. But the real thing about reality is that, well, it's how we're living. We aren't living in a world like Superman. We aren't living in a world like, well, Man on the Run. And we certainly aren't going to be living lives differently than what it really is. We can never truly escape from reality. So, that's just that there. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.